Kelly. How are ya? All right. So, I have not decided which one I'm going to color. So, I would love for y'all to weigh in and tell me which one you want me to color. Because I don't know. Oh, are you using these bears? All right. So, Kelly, what would you like me to color? You're the first one on, so you get to decide. The girly panda? All right. Do you want me to color her like a panda, or are we wanting something else entirely? Because she doesn't have to be a panda. She can be anything else. Let me zoom in. And then, of course, my Facebook closes down on me, because that's a thing. All right, girly panda, here we go. I know, I love this set too. I just can't decide what I want to do. Okay, I have an idea. I think I have an idea. Hey, Holly. Yes. Okay, I have an idea. Are you ready? Here we go. I am going to color them with W, so I'm going to start with my 110, 9, 7, 5, 4, oh, too late. I made up my melon now. There's no more voting. Voting time is over. All right. So, pandas. Okay. I have to like wrap my brain around it first because I really honestly don't know what a panda looks like off the top of my head. I know I should. They're black and white. That's all I remember. I don't remember what part's black and what part's white. So how's everybody doing on this almost Halloween? Kelly, do you get lots of trick-or-treaters? Do you live in a heavily populated area where they all come out? I live in one of those neighborhoods where people bring their children and drop them off. So, you're out in the country. I know you don't get any. You get no trick-or-treaters, Kelly? Really? I thought you lived in a fairly populated, like, city-type area. I must be totally wrong. Hey, Milligan! Oh. I'm going to Disney World next week. I'll be in Florida. Do I get to see you, Cal? Holly, I always think you live so close to Sandy that we should come and visit you when we're at Sandy's house. I'm jellies. Oh my gosh, Michelle, these cookies are the devil. I can't believe you sent me home with these. I'm trying to be good and eat them sparingly, but OMG. So shortbread is my thing, just to throw that out there. I really like shortbread. Shortbread's totally a thing for me. And Michelle made me eat these. And they're so freaking good. They're stupid good. So good. Well, don't send them to me because I'll eat them. I did not even know there was a Peppa Pig theme park. Didn't know that. Yeah, for the holidays. That's what you tell yourself, right? I hope I'm coloring the right parts of her. I don't know if I am or not. But hey, it's too late now. We're gonna go with it. Michelle, you said you got those at Costco? I need to not go to Costco. I don't like going to Costco anyways. Kel, are you coming to the show? Do I need to get you a badge? Hey, bestie! Yay! Invite you to dinner, a bottle of wine, and a box of cookies. So, Milligan, you are officially invited to my house for dinner. Come on over. I made homemade chili last night because it was so cold here. Not a good place for Sandy to be. She would be frozen today. Everybody's out there watching the Boise State game, and everybody's in like big old parkas and stuff because it is cold. Yes, wear your vintage Sweet Sentiment shirts. You can definitely help. I would love to have you help in class. We'll have Tyler and Cameron there as well. So, it'll be nice to have like a full staff. And please bring your cards. Yay! Just a tiny bit of rain there. Yeah, you hate the cold. Is it flooded for you, Sandy? Holly says it's flooding. It's 85 there. Kelly, what's it supposed to be next week when I'm there? Do you know? Do you watch the forecast ahead of time? I need to know what kind of clothing I should be wearing to Disney. Ew, yuck, Holly. Gross. Nobody like muggy. Sandy, do you guys get trick-or-treaters at your house? Do you hand out candy? Or do you leave the lights off and tell everybody to go away? Coloring in around her eyes. Notice I rotate my paper a lot. So that I always color in a spot that is comfortable for my wrist. Lower 80s. So I could wear shorts to Disney and not freeze to death or die of heat stroke. Look at this cute. I'll be hot. So shorts and sunscreen, that's what I need to be wearing. Because we all know that your girl here is very pale. And burns very easily. Look at how cute she is. She's so cute. Now I'm going to use my W4 and just go into the highlight with a couple of brush strokes. Right now I'm coloring on the purple label paper. I just got a ton of it in. So this is the paper that I'm using. And I'm just coloring all these bears traditionally. I have something in my brain your favorite paper. Christmas is, oh my God. Bestie. These bad words at these house. I'm a card maker. You don't expect me to actually make Christmas cards, do you? And once I make said Christmas cards, you don't actually expect me to mail them, do you? Because that would be, yeah, a lot for me to handle. $40 to $50 every year. Good Lord. You're my hero, dude. You mail more cards than anybody I've ever known in my entire life. I can't even afford the postage for 40 to 50 cards. Speaking of which, I was supposed to mail a card today, and it's sitting right here on my desk. So obviously that's not going out today. So now I gotta go pick me up the bones so we can make a huge pot of turkey soup for the cold wet. Oh, yum, Holly. Can you send some to me? That sounds amazing. Holly's always making the best food. Not even gonna lie, if I lived with her, I would weigh like 1,000,000 pounds. Krista, I was just gonna say, the only person in my whole life that I can think of that mails more cards than Sandy is you. For real, legit, that is exactly what I was gonna say. Now, if there was a contest, Krista mails more cards in 1 year than I think I have ever mailed my entire life. There is nobody in this world who mails as many cards as Krista. That's so funny that I was just thinking that, and you popped on. You must have felt me thinking about you. Yeah, Georgia game today. Boise State game today. My kids work in the concession stands. He is. He's trying to earn money for his senior trip. Yeah, Krista mails more freaking cards. How many Christmas cards would you say you mail, Krista? I'm not even going to count the birthday cards because the birthday cards are in the hundreds. Sandy probably mails 100 or 2 birthday cards, but Krista mails probably like 400 birthday cards in just the summer. $275 for Christmas. Yeah. Don't forget, I want my pound cake when we go back to Georgia. We have the dates for the Georgia show already. And you promised a pound cake. And if that pound cake were to have lemon icing on it, I wouldn't say no. Just saying. And Thanksgiving and Halloween. Yeah. Krista mails a lot of cards. I can't wait for a real Georgia pound cake. It's gonna be delicious. It was very mean of you to tell me about it. I don't have them in front of me. I have to look at my planner, Krista. It was mean of you to tell me about it because I've been craving it ever since you mentioned it. And pound cake with lemon icing is like, oh my god, the best thing ever in the history of forever. All right, have fun. Good luck. All right, it's a blessing and a curse. Good luck. Go Dogs. I've also never met anybody as devoted to their football team as Krista is. She is a Georgia Dogs fan. Through and through. So I like coloring these bears because they color up very quickly. I'm going to color the white part on them after I'm done coloring the dark. But you can use the same colors over and over and over. And for me, I have this idea because we always need slimline cards in the booth. Sandy's always looking for slimline cards. So I've been trying to make more slimlines and squares because she needs them for the card displays. So I am thinking this is going to be a slimline. Now, Sandy, would you rather me make it a square or would you rather me make it a slimline? Since you're here, you can choose. Either. You need both. Well, what do you need right now? I think we have squares that we have to replace, huh? We have a couple of slimlines, but we don't have squares right now. I don't know. The boards are at your house, so I can't remember. Because I think we have the dude with the giraffe that we needed to replace. And my husband's doing yard work, in case y'all hadn't noticed. He's so cute. Look at him. Silly little bear. Okay, hold on for just a moment because I have to restart my 3D printer because we only have a couple of days until we leave for the Florida show and I'm on a very tight printing schedule. So, I have to reprint stuff. And I'm printing glue holders. So one batch finished. And I gotta start the next batch. Thank you. All right. So now we have this little dude. He's so chubby. I always go, he's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. Sandy, you should tag at everyone because I forgot to do that. None in the shop yet, Michelle. I'm just printing them. Well, hi, Carrie. How are ya? I chatted with you earlier. Y'all, Carrie's cooking today, and I don't even know what it is that she's cooking, but it looks amazing. There's cheese involved. There's a lot of stuff going on. I love how much personality these little pandas have. They're just so cute. Yes, we will have bear glue when we go to Florida, Kelly. You gotta get it early, because we tend to sell out. I'm having a dilemma here about which way I want to color this. Trying to find the cord for my skein and cut. Oh man, I hate when I can't find my craft and made stuffed shells, homemade buns, and shepherd. Oh my gosh, I want all those things. All of them. You know, I don't think I've ever had shepherd's pie. It sounds amazing. I'm on my way, Carrie. I'm on my way. Right, Kelly? Kelly, you can pick me up on the way, okay? Carrie, you live in Eastern Canada, don't you? Aren't you in the Eastern time zone? I can't recall what province you live in. I never remember. If I came for dinner at Carrie, I'd probably never want to leave your craft room. Sandy and I are super bummed too. I don't think we get to go to Calgary this year either. Yeah, Ontario. Such a bummer. Why you gotta live so far away? I missed a spot. There we go. She's in Espanola. I just couldn't remember if it was Ontario or somewhere else. And then, we're going to be honest, I can never remember if Ontario is Eastern Canada, which it is. Because all the cool people live in Ontario and they all live way far away. Carrie, do you know if Leah lives closer to you now? Or further away from you now? She was at your house today? Oh my god! That's super not fair. She's visiting her parents, right? So you live close to her parents? I'm gonna stomp my foot and be like a petulant little child. That's super duper not fair. Oh, she lives. I knew her parents lived closer to you. Because last time she visited it, she was visiting her parents. So, I know y'all, it's taken me a hot minute to color all these bears. But, I mean, they're so cute. How can you not? Right? It's like choosing your favorite child. You can't just pick one. You gotta, all of them. Oh, for haircuts. I'm getting my hair done on Halloween. Which I'm not sure is a good thing or a bad thing. My husband has a leaf blower directly outside my craft room window, so my apologies, y'all. He's like going insane because the leaves are falling here, but like not all of our trees are shedding leaves at the same time. So he literally has the leaf blower and is like goes and does like all the leaves that are in the lawn. But then he, like, points the leaf blower towards the tree and tries to blow the rest of them out of the tree. So, there's that for you. That's the kind of craziness I live with. Y'all aren't very talkative out there. Everybody's eating. Sandy, you're really quiet. Almost forgot this little foot too. All right. So I like to have a contrast. You can't watch me and a movie and color. Carrie, you crack me up. You can't watch me and a movie at the same time. That's not okay. You can watch me in color at the same time, or you can watch a movie in color at the same time. But you can't watch me and a movie and color at the same time. What Lego are you working on, Carrie? You know, Kelly lives right next to Legoland, and Sandy and I are going there. Well, we're not going to Legoland, we're going to Disney, but just saying, if there's a set you're coveting, we could probably connect the dots. You're building the house from up? No way. I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. I'm going to need you to post photos of that. I love Up. You don't just fussy cut, Carrie? My family got it for me birthday gift. I also have the Hocus Pocus house. I'm way more into the Up house than the Hocus Pocus house. Only because I've only seen Hocus Pocus one time. And I think I was coloring when I was watching it. So I don't know that I was like 100% into it. I know it has this crazy cult following and everybody's like all in it. But I don't know. Just didn't seem to be my thing. You can have my machine. I never use it. I should sell it. Because it just sits here. Oh my gosh, you have a Harry Potter house? What do you have? Do you have the Weasley house? I would build the whole entire Harry Potter village. I just don't know what to do with Legos afterwards. Like, you build it and then what? I've never really like understood. Yeah, when your hands act up, it does help. Oh my gosh, the Weasley house has lights. So like, I could see if you build it and then you have like, yeah, you put them on a shelf, you have like a whole display area for them. So like the Harry Potter ones, I know that they come with, that there's like the whole village, that there's Diagon Alley and there's Nocturne Alley and there's, you know, all the stores, and then there's the Hogwarts, and then there's, you know, like all the things. Like Harry Potter has all the things. And so, to me, I would make a whole village. You know, like how people have the little Christmas villages of the little, like, ceramic houses? Like Harry Potter, I could see, yeah, they have the bank with the dragon on top. Yeah. So does Sandy's daughter. She buys a lot of Legos, too. So, you know, like, I could see building the whole entire town. But, like, the ones where there's only, like, one, I don't know what I would do with it. Like, is there other Disney houses, like Snow White's? You could put the up house next to Snow White's little cottage or something? I don't know. Oh, I know. It would definitely, like, you would have to win the lottery to get all the Harry Potter stuff, for sure. I mean, because Harry Potter stuff is expensive anyways. Then you add on top of the fact that it's Lego. She's so cute. I'd rather buy coloring stuff. Yeah, Haley gets them one at a time. I need the photo Harry Potter books. I have a few of them, and I need to get the rest of them before they're not a thing anymore. My brother used to buy them for me for Christmas and my birthday, and so I have part of the set and not the whole set since he passed away. So I need to get the rest of the set. He told me one day I'd have grandchildren that I'd want to read them to. So I'm hoping one day. Hi, Linda Lou. Maybe I will actually have grandchildren that I will want to read them to. My son says that I will only ever have grand dogs, though, so we'll see how that goes. Oh man, I touched the black. Colorless blender to the rescue. Ooh. I'll read to the grandpups. I will totally read Harry Potter to the grandpups. For sure. I'm having a heck of a day. I keep touching the black. And I don't mean to do it, but alas, here I am. It's okay. I'll fix it. I'm not that worried about it. I'm just saying. I have a lot of coloring ahead of me today. I have some new release stuff I gotta color. I have some next release stuff I have to color. I have some old release stuff I'd like to color. Doesn't mean I'll get to it, but you're coloring right now? You're going through the car wash, Milligan. At the car wash, yeah. You probably can't even hear me. It's so loud. Generally. I need to wash my truck. It is icky after driving in the rain. And since I have a black truck, it is hard to keep clean. Through your car stereo. Yeah, but it's still pretty loud in there. At least ours is, anyways. Alright, Sandy, did you decide square or slimline? Or have I been coloring for too long and y'all want me to finish the card tomorrow? Either is an option. Slimline, horizontal. Got it. Done and done. Okay, that means that her bow is going to be pink. Thump, thump, thump. Oh, it shouldn't be pink. Oh well. I messed up. I didn't want it pink. Oh well. That's okay. It's pink now. Okay, this one's gonna be green, because that's what I want it to be. I'm also going to leave out my greens. Well, hi, Cheryl. How are you today? Y'all, I'm hungry. What's for lunch? Carrie made me hungry talking about all the food. Dang it, Carrie, I blame you. It's all your fault. Starving. And Holly, with that turkey that her husband made, that sounds amazing as well. I'm just hungry. So is dinner in the afternoon for you, or the evening, or is it supper? Tell me in your household how that works. We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So breakfast for us is like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Lunch is about 11 a.m. Dinner is about 5 p.m. So you call it dinner at 6 p.m. That's what you call it. Okay. This is the debate. Linda calls it supper, and Linda's in Pennsylvania right now, so it's 2, 3, 4, so it's 4:30. So you're talking about the same meal. Carrie and Linda are talking about the same meal. Who else? Anybody else want to weigh in on this? Sandy doesn't get to weigh in because they eat at all kinds of weird times. They don't have like a schedule. They just eat when the mood hits them. So Sandy doesn't get a say. Because that's when we get up. My breakfast is generally coffee and protein chocolate milk at 4 or 5 a.m. Mine, I'm more about 6 a.m., but Barry's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. is a bedtime snack. Yeah, well, I go to bed at 9, so yeah. Okay, so this guy needs to have bright eyes, but I don't want them to be too funky, so we're going to go hazel, but we're going to do them Stefan is up at 3 a.m. for work. He eats breakfast at work. Yeah. Barry eats several times a day. He eats definitely more times a day than I do. That's for sure. All right. So, let me toss all these markers to the side. Oh, I didn't color her nose. No special time for breakfast here, just when we get up. I get up at 6 or 7 and have breakfast, lunch at 11:30 after a trail walk with the puppies. Yes, you do have a very, regimented. When I'm home alone, I don't eat quite as regimented. Which I kind of prefer. And then when we're traveling, we have absolutely zero way of eating regimented at all. Right, Sandy? Okay, so now I'm going to grab my gel pen. I just know there's a lot of people who do, breakfast and then dinner and then supper or something like that. Breakfast, lunch, supper? Breakfast, yeah, I don't know. It's all very weird to me. And then I have some friends who participate in like a proper tea time. Like, I think that's at noon. I don't know. But it's like afternoon tea, I guess. Oops, went into her eye. Didn't want to do that. I gotta fix that. Breakfast, dinner, and supper. Well, Linda just laid down the law. I don't eat breakfast until I started traveling with you. Yes. I have to have breakfast. Sandy knows this. If I don't have breakfast, I get super hangry and bad things happen and you don't want to be around me. And I get shaky and it starts causing anxiety issues, and anxiety leads to seizures, and ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody want that. So your homegirl eats breakfast to prevent all those things from happening. So generally speaking, I will bring breakfast back to the room so that Sandy eats something. She's still not much of a breakfast eater, but she will eat something. Usually like a bagel and cream cheese or a waffle. Not the pancakes though, because those are not good. Hotel pancakes, don't recommend. 0 stars. Alright guys, so there's that. So let me grab a pair of fussy cutting scissors. Adele, hello! You forgot an M. All right. My bad. You know I like to tease you. Now, I do have the dies for these, but by the time I cut the dies apart and get out my die cutting machine and all the things, I probably will be done fussy cutting them. So that's why I'm just going for it. Adele, we were talking about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or breakfast, lunch, and supper, or breakfast, supper, and dinner. What do you do? What times do you guys do all those at? Do you have specific times, or do you just eat when the mood hits? Now, when I fussy cut, it drives Sandy crazy that I don't cut off the tail. And the reason I tend to not cut off the tail is it leaves me with harsh lines that I can't like round out. So if leaving the long tail on your fussy cutting drives you nuts, I highly suggest you look away from the screen, because I plan on leaving the long tail, because that's a thing for me. So, just in case you're wondering why I do that, there is actually a reason why. Dinner, I start at 5. It's ready when it's ready. Lunch is around noon. Yeah. So you have pretty solid regular times. We eat early because we get up early. So Sandy says we go to bed early. We're just like old people around here. There's a lot of night owls out there. Lena's always teasing me saying I go to bed too early too. But if I don't start doing like a wind down like around 9 p.m., I don't fall asleep until way too late. And so it takes me a long time to fall asleep. It usually takes me sometimes around like 2 hours-ish to fall asleep, unless I take medication or am like just so beat down like from a show or something. But on a normal night, it takes me at least like an hour and a half, 2 hours to fall asleep. So that's why I read so much. So I've read a ton of books this year. I think I'm somewhere in the 40s right now, like 46 books or something-ish this year. Because, yeah, I read to help me fall asleep. And if I don't do that, then I'm constantly thinking about stuff for Sweet Sentiment, or stuff in my life, or things I should have said to that girl in 3rd grade, or if penguins have knees, or... Yeah, see, we do too, Adele. If you're up with the roosters, you gotta go to bed with the hens. I'm actually usually awake before the sun comes up. Ask Sandy, she knows. I like mornings. All right. So there's our little dudes. See, I get so much more done in the morning. That's why we work out so well together, bestie. I get so much more done in the morning. Okay, so this is a piece of Sweet Sentiment paper that is going to be the new teal paper. So, super thick. Okay, so if I cut my card base at 3.5, then my mat is 3 3/8. So then this should be 3 1/4. Okay. Then let me get paper for my base. I can't do it on this little one. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I have to get my big one. That's me being all whiny. All right, here's my caterpillar. Okay, so this needs to be cut at 7. And then my mat, which I'll probably have to cut a new piece of paper for. That's navy blue, it's not black. Here we go, ripping open the black paper. Ouch! Stabbed myself. All right. So then this is 3 1/8. Then I need to trim this down. So instead of 8.5, it is 8. Is that gonna be enough? And this should be 8 1/4. Beautiful. Okay. So now I have my corner rounder, which I absolutely adore. And I like to round opposite corners. You guys all got quiet on me again. What's up with that? Okay, so there's that. Then this will go on here. And this, my friends, we're going to start with picked raspberry, and then we're going to go to candied apple, and then we're going to go to let's go carved pumpkin, and you're concentrating, and then mustard seed, and then mauve lawn, and then peacock feathers, And then wilted violet, because I don't have Villainous Potion in this. I guess we'll do that. Okay, so now I need to find my brushes. So we started with picked raspberry, and then I need candied apple, and then I need carved pumpkin, and then I need mustard seed, and then I need mowed lawn, and then I need peacock feathers, and then I need wilted violet. Where are you? There you are. Okay. I'm listening to your tone. We'll try to put away everything I bought last weekend. Hey, you're welcome. Okay. So, I have my paper here. And I'm going to start at the end. You probably need me to move up so you can see better. And then I always like to go back and forth, so I'm going to go back to my pink. To kind of ease the transition between those two. I still need to move up, huh? Oh, I should probably just zoom out. That's probably helpful, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to orange. I like my transition on that one. Yellow. Green. This is when I gotta turn my paper, and I usually grab a tissue so I don't leave fingerprints on my paper. I'm going to go back to my yellow. There we go. Then I have teal. It's a little prototype from Dale that he made. It's got a little pad on the bottom of it so that your inks don't slide around. I don't know if he's thinking about making them for the shop or not, but it has a little pad on the bottom of it. I'm going to go back to my green. Perfect. Dale's always thinking, always trying to come up with new stuff for us. Stuff that is handy. And he noticed that the inks slide all over the desk. So, this was a Dale-vention. Okay, so now that I have this really pretty paper, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to grab my stencil. I think I'm going to tape it. Just to be safe. Very cool. I hope he does. Inks are all over her face. I have to hold them. Not good. I think it would be good if he makes them. Yeah. He has to work out a couple of kinks on things, and, you know, he has to plan things out and stuff. I wanted one that was 3 wide because, obviously, you guys can tell, I use a lot of inks. But he said that that would be too big for the build plate, so that wouldn't work out. Which is a bummer for me, but okay, so I have that, and then I'm going to put it this way. Where did it go? Oh, it's under my purple ink. It's like I sure could use it right now. Okay, put my lid on there, lift this up. Look at how cool that is. I like it. Okay, then I'm going to take my spray bottle and I'm going to spritz. Maybe. Doing lots of spritzing. Milligan, there's Archie. Did you hear him? Now you'll see with this new paper, you get much more of a reaction because there's vellum in the paper. So you get a super cool reaction. I love it. Way awesome. Okay. So then I'm gonna grab this and my Barely Art glue. So these bear pens, they are a little bit larger and they are nickel, so they're not supposed to corrode. And then you can lay it on your desk. But we're going to switch back to the stainless steel because we noticed the nickel sometimes discolors the glue. So we're going to go back to the stainless steel. But if you got one just recently, it's nickel, so it's supposed to not corrode anything, even underwater. But sometimes, just pulled into the driveway. Archie got extra bones. Okay. I love that with the Barely Art glue you have a second to kind of get everything where you want it. All right, friends. So now I'm going to fussy cut this bad boy. Toss that. And then I'm going to hit just the edges of it with this black. Okay. Then we're going to pull out our little pandas. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Okay, so now that I have a general layout on what I want to do, first things is I'm going to start by gluing and using pop dots. Sweet Pops. You guys know I cut them apart, put them in a photo container. I stick them to my fingers. I use way too many of them. It's all a thing. Okay. Right, Linda Lou? Michelle, do you hear Archie going back and forth and back and forth? There's people who moved in that have a greyhound, and they walk the greyhound. And I have never been a big fan of greyhounds because to me they always look sick. They're so skinny. And so I'm going to use a waddle, a sweet spring. So it's always hard for me to see greyhounds, but they do have a beautiful black greyhound that they walk all the time. And most of the people in our neighborhood do 1 or 2 laps, but I mean, it's a greyhound and they look like a very athletic family. So they do many laps. And our neighborhood is like 1/3 of a mile around. So if you do 3 laps, it's 1 mile. So they tend to do like 4 or 6 laps with the greyhound. Did I lose y'all? As I got quiet with my card assembly. Okay. So now one last thing that I want to do. Nope, still here. Okay, good. Is I have my bling. And this bling is from the Ton. And they have these sparkly black ones that I really, really like. Felt like she was a little bit crooked. And so I want to use the sparkly black ones. So I'm going to put 3 little dots of glue. My gosh, you guys, these are so cute. I think the other one, yeah, I think I'm gonna put it here. There we go. What do you guys think? There it is. There's my cutesy little card using our cutesy little bears. This is a brand new set. Aw, thank you, Cheryl. I love it. It's so fun. Look at those cute little bears. They're all hanging out together. So fun. Sandy, does that work for display? Do you want that one? Yay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to go get a snack because I'm starving, and probably a cup of coffee because, you know me, right? Right? I need coffee. And I'm going to put all of these brushes away and everything. And maybe I'll actually clean my stencil, which I know, shocking. I'm very particular about a lot of things, and stencils are just not one of those things. So make out of that what you will. You can psychoanalyze me for that. Anyways, so I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Also probably around 1 o'clock. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you mañana. Toodles.